Subscribe to Film Companion for your film fix, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. A fleeting visual in Jawaani Jaaneman shows us Tia pushing her father Jazz in a pram on the streets of London. She's a wise and warm 21-year-old. He's an immature and selfish 40-year-old. In case the role reversal isn't obvious enough, he's also sucking on a lollipop. Jawaani Jaaneman is an official adaptation of the 2010 Argentinian comedy Igualita A Mi, which means just like me. Somewhere in it is a tender, funny story about parenting, growing up, the importance of family, and what a character calls old school love. But director Nitin Kakkar only skims the surface. We get a glossy, touristy London brochure that showcases the bustling streets, the snazzy clubs and apartments, and the good life. Drinking, dancing, sex with no strings. It's the kind of film Saif was doing years ago. Think Salam Namaste or later Cocktail and Happy Ending. In fact, Jawaani Jaaneman serves as a Saif flashback. It starts with him dancing to Ole Ole, a song he did in Ye Dil Lagi in 1994, and then moves to mid-career Saif. But it doesn't exploit enough Saif 2.0, the actor who's liberated himself from the box office and is doing some of his best work. You do see some flashes of it. As Jazz, the middle-aged party boy, Saif isn't afraid to look vulnerable, inept, or just plain foolish. Jazz is a determined Lothario in full denial of his aging body. He doesn't want anyone to figure out that his hair is dyed or that he needs glasses. Saif, who's played younger versions of Jazz in umpteen films, finds his essence with ease. Saif's got great comic timing, and in some scenes he needs to do nothing. The eye mask and those tight rock band t-shirts are enough to make you smile. But the script doesn't push the actor enough. Jawaani Jaaneman is a tangled family drama about a man who routinely shirks his responsibilities. This guy wakes up at noon and on a good day works for 4 hours, being thrust into parenthood. When Jazz discovers that he has a grown-up daughter who also happens to be pregnant, he goes from sexed-up bachelor to grandfather in an instant. The situation is both deliciously dramatic and hilarious. And there are some sparkling moments. Watch out for a scene in which a woman shows up at Jazz's doorstep in a housemaid's outfit, hoping to conclude the lusty exchange they started at the nightclub earlier. But Nitin and his dialogue writers Hussain Dalal and Abbas Dalal aren't able to fully juice the material. The laughs aren't frequent enough and the emotions don't deepen until the second hour. Several characters are merely types. So Tabu is the hippie earth mother and Kubra Said the sensible friend who tells Jazz that a relationship between them won't work because she's his age and that's not what he's looking for. Which took me straight back to the 2014 Golden Globe ceremony in which hosts Tina Fey and Amy Poehler joked about the film Gravity, that it showed that George Clooney would rather float off into space than spend time with a woman his own age. Jazz has similar issues. The women in his life are all smarter than him, but they aren't fleshed out. Tabu, effortless as always, should have had better lines. Same for Kamlesh Gill, the terrific BG from Vicky Donor who plays Jazz's landlord. It's nice to see Farida Jalal back on screen after a gap. Incredibly, she looks the same as she did 25 years ago in Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, and she exudes the same maternal warmth and exasperation. The good news is that debutante Alia F has a lovely low-key charm. She doesn't strain to make an impression, and her unassuming presence centers the film. She confidently holds her own against Saif, and the moments between them have a genuine chemistry. And yet, Jawaani Jaaneman doesn't become more than the sum of its parts. I'm a big admirer of Nitin's first film, Filmistan, in which he combined humor, pathos and depth with a skillful lightness. I wish Jawaani Jaaneman had delivered more. If you like this video, subscribe to Film Companion and don't forget to check out Film Companion Local, our sister channel where we're doing Bengali, Hindi and Marathi content. Thank you.